We have created a solid workstream that allows employees to digitally submit expense approval requests. But does every request need to go through a supervisor? What if there are certain amounts that don't require a supervisor to review it for approval? What if the system could automatically approve those requests? We will learn how to create that business process automation today. Let's go to our stream definition canvas. We will continue to use the unlock feature to enhance our stream so that we can apply our changes to the records that are currently running. Now let's say that our company has a policy about granting approvals that uses dollar amount thresholds and employee grade levels. For example, if the expense is less than $2,000 and the employee grade level is B, C, or D, then the request would be approved. Or if the expense is less than $5,000 and the employee grade level is E, F, or G, then the expense request would be approved. How would we automate those decisions with PulpStream? Glad you asked. Let's learn how to do that. Employee grades are defined in the account management area of PulpStream. To access that, click on the gear icon by your profile photo and select Account Management in the pull-down menu. You will land on the Users tab, which contains a list of all the employees that are licensed to use PulpStream. Select an employee by clicking on their name in the list. Click the Edit button. In the Edit User pop-up menu, click on the Other Details tab. Here you can see the employee grade, if one exists. When you integrate PulpStream with your HR system, you can import grades to this field automatically. To start creating our automations, we will need a field and a data component to store the grade. So let's go back to our stream definition canvas. Open the data component called Requests. Go to your Fields tab. Now click on the New Field button to add a field. We will title it Submitter Grade. And the type will be enumeration. Underneath the first field that unfurls, you see the text Add another choice. Click on this to create 7 choices. This will create 7 label and value fields. Type A through G in each, keeping the label and the value the same. When you're done, save your changes to the field and save your changes to the data component. Back on your stream definition canvas, we will need to add a step to pre-fill the request submitter's grade. This step will need to go in between the request form step and the review request step, so delete the connector between those two. Select it with your mouse and press the delete button to do that. Let's drag our request form step over to the left to make some room on the canvas. In your stream definition canvas options menu, click on the Smart Steps to reveal the pull-down menu. Find the Update Field step, drag it onto the canvas into the space that we just made. In the Update Data Fields pop-up window, we give this step a title and we will call it Setup Submitter Grade. In the field pull-down menu, choose Submitter Grade. The map type will be expression. We are going to update the submitter grade with an expression. To do this, we will use our Merge Field Value Finder tool. Click on the magnifying glass to the right of the value expression box. In the field pop-up menu, click on the Record Meta Fields tab. Look for the field called Created By, and click on that, and then the subsequent select the field pop-up, find the grade in the user fields and select it, copy it, close out that window, and paste it into your value expression box. Now save your changes, and you now have a Setup Submitter Grade step on your canvas. So connect the request form to the grade step. Do the same to connect the Setup Submitter Grade step to the Review Request step. Now let's make this a little bit neater. There we go. Next, we need to edit the task creation events in the review request step. So double click that step to open it and edit it, and click on the Event Actions tab. Now we have 3 events here. Let's add one more. Click on the Add an Event button, and let us next define the event conditions and actions. So in Event 4's pull-down menu, choose Task Created. The Event Conditions pull-down menu, select Match All. We want 2 conditions to handle our 2 approval policy conditions, which are the amount and the employee grade. So click on that Add Another Condition text to create 2 rows. In the first row, in the Field pull-down menu, choose Amount, and the operator will be less than, and the value will be 5,000. Do not use a comma or a currency symbol in this field. In the second row, in the Field pull-down menu, choose Submitter Grade. The operator will be in. The value will be E, F, and G. For the event action, we will choose Auto Approve. This means that if the grade is E, F, or G, and the requested amount is less than $5,000, the request should automatically be approved. Next, we need to create another event to handle the situation in which the employee requests an amount that is less than $2,000 and their grade is B, C, or D. This will be event number 5. Scroll up to the top of your screen, click on the Add an Event button. In the Event pull-down menu, choose Task Created. In the Event Condition pull-down, choose Match All. Again, we want 2 conditions to handle our 2 approval policy conditions, which are the amount and the employee grade. So click on that Add Another Condition text until you have 2 rows. In the first row, in the Field pull-down menu, choose Amount. The operator will be less than. The value will be 2,000. Again, don't use a comma or a currency symbol in this field. In the second row, in the Field pull-down menu, choose Submitter Grade. The operator will be in. The value will be B, C, and D. Underneath that, for the event action, choose Auto Approve. We now have 5 events in the Event Actions tab of our user task. We should reorder our events and put the task creation events on top. And this is helpful if you are updating only some of the fields and using those values in the next action. So on the right side of your screen, in the top part of this user task pop-up menu, you will see a Collapse All option. Click on that. The events will collapse into a list. Now click on the hamburger icon to drag events 4 and 5 up to the top and save your changes to the user task. Back on your stream definition canvas, save the changes to your process. And that's it. You've learned how to automatically approve expense requests. To test your auto approval, create a request for less than $5,000 as though you were doing that in real life. After you submit the request, go to your records, click on the Completed tab to see your request, which was automatically approved and completed. If you click on the Tasks tabs, you can see in the comments that it was automatically approved. And thus concludes our visit to this skill station. At the next skill station, we will learn how to automate a reminder email to let someone know that a task is due.